everyone, it's Catherine from Born to be a Heroine, and I'm back for another vlog for my stay in Bath. So this is the second week of my trip here with Mr. and Mrs. Allen. We're staying in Pulteney Street and we're just kind of getting settled in. And I know my vlog last week was a little bit down in the dumps, and we'd just been to some of our first social outings and things, and I was a bit disappointed that we didn't really have any acquaintance in Bath. But things are really starting to look up in the last couple of days. So I had the most amazing ball last night, with this guy, and he was really strange, but he said that I was allowed to tweet about him and put him on my Facebook, and he said that he would like me to describe him as a very agreeable young man with extraordinary genius. So there you go, Mr. Tilney, I've done it. And I really hope I'm going to see him again sometime around somewhere in Bath, because I'm sure it's the kind of place where people keep bumping into each other. It's got to be. And speaking of bumping into each other, the most amazing thing happened this morning. So just when we were thinking that, we don't really know anybody, and apart from dancing with Mr. Tilney, we've really just not made any new friends, Mrs. Allen just randomly bumped into this old school friend of hers called Mrs. Thorpe. And the craziest thing is, Mrs. Thorpe has got a son called John Thorpe, who is actually at Oxford with my brother James. So it's like we're all connected, and it's great. She's got these 3 beautiful daughters, and the eldest of them, Miss Thorpe, she's just so lovely and charming. And it turns out the craziest thing is that actually she has got her own YouTube channel, so you can find her at Always to be Watched. I promise she is the most charming, lovely, agreeable young woman, and I'm just desperate to get to know her more. So obviously, I've only just met her today, but I can guarantee that we're going to be friends at least for the whole of my time in Bath. I can just, we're just on the same level. It's just delightful getting to know her, and yeah, it's been a real treat today. So we met up in the pump room, but then it turned out that we actually met later on in the theatre. So while we were in the pump room, we were walking around talking about, obviously, the things that we like to do, and I mentioned that I quite like reading, and it turns out that Miss Thorpe also loves reading. And while I've been hiding in a corner of Fullerton reading and rereading Sir Charles Grandison, everyone else in the world, Isabella Thorpe included, has been reading this fascinating, scary, dramatic novel called The Mysteries of Udolpho by Ann Radcliffe. And Isabella says it's just the nicest book, and she says that while I'm in Bath, I'm gonna have to read it. So when we met up at the theatre, what did she do? She brought it for me, all 4 volumes, and doesn't that just prove what a sweet, caring, kind person that she is, that she actually remembered that we've been talking about it and brought it for me, and she's going to help me to read it and just give me loads of tips and get me really into reading these kinds of stories, which apparently are all the rage, and I had no idea because Fullerton is such a backwater. So I'm really excited to get started on reading this. I'm not going to start it tonight because we've just got back from the theatre. It's quite late in the day, and tomorrow morning I'm meeting Miss Thorpe in the pump room pretty early on again as well, so I might not get started on it straight away, but as soon as I do, I will check back in with you and give you another little video to tell you how it is working out for me. Anyway, I hope you're all really well, and I will tell you more about my stays in adventures in Bath hopefully next week. Take care. Bye.